Hey Polish fans, it's Caroline again, and welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer. In today's video, I think you've guessed it, we've got another mystery box. This one is a true mystery. I have no idea what to expect. I think it's indies, but I could be mistaken. I contacted a seller that was posting nail polish for sale on the Nearly No Rules nail polish page and asked her if she wanted to put together a large box for me. She said she would, so I'm expecting indies, but there could be other stuff. I'm also not sure how many. We just agreed on a large flat rate box, so there could be anywhere from 30 something depending on how she packed it to upwards of 100. It just depends on how people pack it. I've gotten these with a number of different quantities in them, so let's go ahead and dig in. All right, here we go. Ooh, looks pretty full. This should be a number of polishes. There's, I think, a little bubble wrap in between them, so I'm guessing, just from what I'm seeing, rough estimate 60 to 80. I guess we'll see. I should mention too that this one was one of the bargains that I found. The entire box was, I think we agreed on 116, which is really good. So let's go ahead and dig in. Okay, the first one here on top I can see is an alter ego. This one is called Crew of Zulu from PolishCon New Orleans 2019, and this was a VIP color. Ooh, so this is a soft shimmering gold full of iridescent flakies. As my regulars will know, gold is not necessarily a favorite of mine, but this looks sheer enough that you might be able to use it as a glimmering topper, and I actually like gold as a component, just not as a straight up gold usually. So we'll see how I like that one, but it's definitely worth a try. The iridescent flakies in here shift from like a pink to purple to blue. And that's a very beautiful addition to this soft gold. So that was Alter Ego's Crew of Zulu. Next one, we've got a green polish. This one looks kind of familiar. I'm wondering if I already got this from the other mystery box that I unboxed not that long ago. Yep, it's a parrot polish. So this one is called Gecko Green. Yep, I got this in the last mystery box that I unboxed of 100 bottles. So this one is a really bright neon green. It has a soft glimmering shimmer to it. And I did destash that last one. This type of green just really isn't up my alley. So we're going to add this to the destash as well. All right, let's open this one. I see Vapid. Ooh, pretty. This one is called Persides, and it is a flaky topper from their Vapid birthday of 2018. This is a really pretty iridescent flaky topper. I will have to double check on this one because I want to say I had gotten something else from their Vapid birthday, but I don't remember which year. So I'll have to see if I have this or not. I do have a bunch of flaky toppers, so we'll have to see how this one compares to the ones that I already have. And again, if I already have this one in my collection. So we're going to check on that one, but that's really, really pretty. So that was a Vapid Persides. Let's do this one. Ooh, I think this is a Linderella. I don't have too many of that brand. I think I only have one. This one is, yeah, it's a Linderella. Ooh, this one has a picture of a turnip on it, and I'm not too sure how they name theirs, if they have names on it sometimes or not, but it's got that little picture of a turnip. At least that's my guess, a turnip or a beet. And this is a really pretty orange. It has some pink in it and a little bit of gold as well. This type of polish is pretty much up my alley. I'm pretty open to my oranges. I started out liking my rusty shades, my terracottas, pumpkins, and all of that. And this past summer, I came around to some summer oranges. So pretty much all oranges, but there's always the exception to the rule, but I really like this one. This one has that flash of pink to gold in the shifting shimmer. And like I said, I think I only have one bottle of this brand, so happy to add that one to my collection. We'll have to figure out the name though. But that one was a Little Turnip by Linderella. Let's do this one. Ooh, this one is a fancy gloss. This one is called Enchanted Coral. Ooh, so this one might have come out in the same collection that I have a few of her shimmering jelly flakies. I think I've got a pink, blue, green, and maybe a yellow or white. And I don't think I have this one. I don't recognize the name. I know sometimes she'll add, let's just call them stages to a collection. So one stage of the release will have 4, and then the next stage a few months later will have more added to that collection. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this. It's a really beautiful soft coral. I think on my camera, at least on my screen as I'm filming, it's pretty much washing it out to almost a very light skin tone, but it is a light coral shade, and as you can see, it's loaded with those flakies. I think I see a couple of different kinds in here. I'm seeing gold, pink, orange, green. Wow, yeah, lots of different colors. So we're definitely adding that to my collection. That was Fancy Gloss's Enchanted Coral. What, Lincoln? Do you want up to see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can't really sit in the box. There's nail polish in it. Olivia wants to be included again. We'll see how that goes. When she's in these moods, she wants my hands, and my hands are usually busy when I'm filming. But she wants all the attention. Yeah, all the attention. You can't hold you right now, sweet pumpkin. Silly girl. Yeah. Let's go ahead and open this one. I'm sorry if she's rubbing the camera or flicking her tail into the camera. What are you doing? Yeah, you can't fit in the box even though you're tiny. It's got nail polish in it, love monkey. You are just all over me today. Silly goose. Oh my goodness. Yeah, okay, there we go. This is what she did to my last box. The last box that I posted is what she did this on to. Silly girl. Okay. We're going to try to do this with her in the box. She's just being very, very affectionate today. This one is from Anchor and Heart called Oceananigans. And this is a really pretty oceany blue full of small multi-chrome flakies. I also see like a glass fleck shimmer particle in here as well. Almost 100% sure that I don't have this one. I do really like the Anchor and Heart polishes that I have though. And this is a really nice mermaidy shade, although it is a little bit on the dusty side. So almost could get away with doing this as a fall polish if you're a seasonal wearer like I am. And I want to say I see some iridescent glitter in there as well, twinkling away. So yeah, we'll add that to the collection, see how it compares. I almost see more of a greeny base depending on the angle that you're looking at. You having fun in the box? Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right, next one. Ooh, I see. I see multi-chrome if I can get it out of the package. Olivia, are you helping me? Ooh, look at that. Ooh, and it's an ILNP. This one is Dear Santa. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a red to green to orange multi-chrome. Wow. That is definitely up my alley and perfect timing for fall as well. Look at that rich burgundy. That's really pretty. Definitely adding that to the collection. I love all the shifts in here. So that was Dear Santa from ILNP, or I Love Nail Polish. What are you doing, Munchkin? I don't think I can do this for very long if you're going to sit on top and demand the attention. Silly goose. All right, next up we've got one from Super Chic. This one, like I said, is from Super Chic Lacquer, and this one is called Awesome Sauce, if I'm reading that correctly. It's a little bit spotty of a label, but this is a brown holographic, and look at that hollow. Wow. I do really like their packaging. Their caps are really, really nice. And I, of course, love the square bottles. This particular shade of brown, I don't think is one that I would see myself wearing. I'm a bit particular on my browns. I prefer them to lean a bit towards the reds or oranges. So I think I'll pass this along to someone that really likes this color. So that was, I think, Awesome Sauce from Super Chic Lacquer. Next up, we're going to look at this one. No, I see you, Love Monkey. Don't be a sweet girl. Yeah, you're being so demanding today. So demanding. This one looks like a pink Love Angeline. So this one is Love Angeline, and it is called Dot My Heart. And this is a pastel light pink, full of an array of pastel or almost neon glitters in some cases. You've got purple, yellow, orange, and some holographic. There's also some purple holographic in there. This is adorable, very springy. It reminds me of like Care Bears or Popples or something along those lines. A very cartoony sort of nostalgic feel to this with all of the circle glitters. It's really cute and fun, and I know I don't have this. I think I only have maybe 2 bottles of Love Angeline. I think it's another brand that doesn't make nail polish anymore, but I could be mistaken on that. I know I got mine through a D-stash, but yeah, this is a really fun little combination. I think we're going to try this. This will make a really cute spring polish. So that was Love Angeline Dot My Heart. Next one, we're going to try this one here. Ooh, we've got a KBShimmer. Oh, wow. This one is called I Feel Pine. You guys know I love KBShimmer. They are one of those brands that I really, really enjoy. And this is a really hard one to describe. Do you see all the colors in here? I'm seeing like a deep charcoal, an eggplant, a teal, pink on the edges, holographic glitter. There's so much going on in here. It's beautiful. I wonder if it's a magnetic of theirs. Let's try it. Olivia, you're sitting on my magnet, pumpkin. I know. Oh my goodness. It is. Oh, look at that. As Olivia shoves it up into your face. Wow. That is so pretty. Wow, look at that. Olivia wants to see. Goodness. This is beautiful. I'm fairly certain I don't have this, but I will double check. KBShimmer is one of those brands that I check on their website at least every so often, although I don't think I've bought from them in a couple of years, maybe 20. Actually, I don't remember if I bought something from them from their 2020 Black Friday sale or not, but we'll double check and see if I have this or not. But that is gorgeous. It's definitely going in my collection if I don't have it already. So that was I Feel Pine. Oh my goodness, Will's got the sneezes. Okay, let's do this one. I think I see a Glam label peeking through. Yeah, this is a Glam. Ooh, and it's holographic. This one is called Paradise. And this is a really beautiful teal holographic with a very small iridescent and multichrome flakies. Olivia. Silly goose. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You'd think I'd never ever pet her. But she spends most of her time on my lap when I'm in the office. So she can't complain, really. Okay, but this is a really beautiful polish, and I'm fairly certain I don't have it. Look at all the hollow in that. And I don't know if the flakies are going to come across in there, but there are 2 different kinds. They are on the smaller side, but very, very beautiful. We'll add that one to the collection for sure. That's really, really beautiful. Glam Polishes Paradise. Next up, we have one from Glisten and Glow. I can see the label. I know, Pumpkin. What are you doing? Silly Cooper. Silly Cooper. She was a lot calmer in that first video. She just laid down in the box, and I could work around her, but there's not enough room in the box yet in this one for her to lay off to the side. So she just wants to be in everything. This is a Glisten and Glow, and this one is called Fire from the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe the whole thing is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Not too sure on that, but this is a vibrant red hollow. I think on camera it might be coming off slightly orange. There are some holographic glitters in here in like a red or pink. That's a beautiful shade. I am rather particular on my reds. You guys probably are tired of hearing me say that. But this type of red, because it has the very strong hollow in it, you see so many other colors, and you see purple, and purple is one of my favorite colors, if not my top favorite color. So having that in this base definitely makes me want to try it, because I can see other things going on besides just a stark red. And this particular shade of red is a really interesting color. I'm not sure if that's just the hollow popping, but it's a beautiful tone of red. So we'll definitely give that one a try. That was Glisten and Glow Fire. Next one. Ooh, it's a square bottle. Oh, I think it is a nail hoot. Oh, these are packed very, very well, but they are taking forever to get into each and every one. Okay, yes, definitely a nail hoot. And this one is called All Your Space Are Belong to Us. Pretty. I remember that name. I want to say I had thought about getting it when it was on their website, so it's possible I do have it. Again, I'll have to double check and see if I did end up getting it or not. But this is a beautiful multi-chrome that shifts from different shades of blue to purple. And look how loaded that is with those hollow glitters. That's beautiful. I'm also seeing a shift to like a bronzy green at certain angles, which I don't think is going to come across on camera. Maybe slightly there on the edge. That's beautiful. So we'll definitely check on that. If I don't have it, it's going in the collection. All right, next up, I see another Glisten and Glow. This one is a green called Donner. This came out of the 12 Days of Holiday Advent 2019. It was day 8. This is a really dark, like evergreen shade with some iridescent glitters and iridescent flakies. Look how loaded that is. It is a really pretty polish, but this is definitely in that line of greens that I have been destashing quite a few of. They just aren't ones that I feel myself reaching for. So I've been passing them along to people that do want them. And yeah, we're going to add that to the destash, but that was Glisten and Glow's Donner. Next one, we've got a square bottle. I think I see an enchanted label. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yep, it's enchanted. Wow. So this one is January 2017. Wow. So Enchanted is one of those brands that no longer makes polish. And I only have about, I think now I'm up to like 25 bottles about of their polishes, and I completely missed the announcement that they were going out of business, so I didn't even get to buy anything else when they were closing out. So these are treasures for sure. Anytime I get these in a destash, I'm very, very blown away. This is amazing. This particular one is kind of hard to describe. It's almost a blackened base full of holographic, but I want to say there's a secondary component that I'm seeing settled on this side of the bottle, which I think might be like a glass fleck shimmer particle, maybe even a very small metallic flaky. But that's a beautiful polish. I am pretty selective about my black polishes as well. Actually, I think I see some purple in there as well, which I don't think is going to come across on camera. But A, it's an enchanted polish, and B, this has a lot going on. So that's definitely going in the collection. That was Enchanted Polishes, January 2017. Wow. Next one we've got, I think this is another nail hoot. There we go. Now she's finally calmed down. There you go. Ooh, this is a beautiful color. So yeah, nail hoot, and this one is called Not in a Million Light Years. This is gorgeous. Look at that shade. It is like a deep berry fuchsia loaded with those holographic glitters. This is one that I'm fairly certain I don't own, and I absolutely love this color. This is beautiful. I also see a secondary component in here as well, possibly a micro flaky in red or pink. That is another gorgeous color, and I do see some shifts to like a warmer shade here on the edge. That's gorgeous. So that was Nail Hoots, Not in a Million Light Years. Next one, we've got another bright green. I think this one is a fancy gloss. Olivia. Oh, now she wants to help unpack the bubble wrap. Olivia, don't you want that? She hasn't done that every single time she's been in a box, but now she discovered that it has bubble wrap. So yeah, this is a fancy gloss called Neon Green. This was part of their neon collection. This is a cream formula, looks like, and definitely a green neon. This is along the same color lines of families of greens that I've also been destashing. I thought that I would love these because I wore Cupcake polishes game of cones a couple of years back, and I surprised myself at how much I really enjoyed that color on my nails. And in my mind's eye, at the time especially, it was a neon green, but it's not. So this is Game of Cones. So it's more of a bleached, almost pastel version of a neon green, and I really liked that. But again, in my mind's eye, I was not a neon person. This was pretty neon to me. So I was collecting these when I found them in my mystery boxes because I thought that I would like them. But I recently tried another polish in this same family that is more on this side, the neon side, or the lime side of things. And I did not enjoy it on my nails, so we will be passing this along to someone that maybe didn't get it or wants to complete their collection. So that was Fancy Gloss's Neon Green. Up next we have, ooh, what is this? I see purple and I see hollow, but I don't see a label. Oh, it's Lavish, I think. Yeah, Lavish Polish. And this one is called Let's Go Party and came out in the Awesome Sauce Indie Box, Life is Plastic. I'm not sure what year that would have come out in. I don't recall seeing that box, but there's so many. It's really hard to keep track of them. But this is a beautiful lilac shade, absolutely chock full of really pretty holographic glitters. I see at least silver and like a red or purple, maybe both. I think, again, on camera, this is getting washed out to more of a gray, but it is a beautiful lilac shade. And I love all the components in here. Definitely adding this one to my collection. I love shades like this. So that was Lavish Polish. Let's Go Party. All right, next up, ooh, we've got another Love Angeline. Ooh, this is a deep olive. This one is called Mystery Hollow number 11. Look at that shade. So this is like a deep blackened olive. You have a bunch of shimmer components in here. I'm seeing some gold holographic, and I want to see some gold shimmer as well. I like olives, but this might be a bit dark on my skin tone. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one. I think we'll go ahead and destash it. If it was a little bit lighter, I would definitely like it. This is a really pretty color. It's just a little too dark. So that was Love Angeline Mystery Hollow number 11. Okay, next up we have, looks like a little like yellow orange. Ooh, this is another Fancy Gloss. Now, this one is called Orange Sorbet, and this is a really cute orange leaning yellow. I like to compare it to an orange. That's Orly's Tangerine Dream. It definitely pulls yellow. But if you were to compare it to, do I have any yellows lying around? I can compare it to a neon yellow. It definitely has a bit more of an orange and obviously more white in it than this one, being a yellow neon. I could definitely see myself wearing this. So we'll put this in the collection and maybe bring it out for a spring rack. So that was Orange Sorbet by Fancy Gloss. Next up, we've got a bright yellow. Holy moly. This one looks like a sweet and sour. Yeah, this is a sweet and sour lacquer, and it is called Ay Caramba. It came out in the Catchphrases Collection 2.0 back in 2020. This looks like a straight up yellow highlighter color. Cream formula, I don't see any additions of shimmers or anything like that. This particular color, again with a straight up neon, is a bit outside my wheelhouse. I've been keeping some that lean like this one does, a bit on the green side, although I'm not sure if that minute distinction on camera is going to come across at all. But that was China Glaze's It's All Techno. It's more of like a pea soupy green yellow, if that makes any color sense. This is definitely more of a straight up highlighter yellow. I think we're going to pass this along. I have been keeping a few of them that I found in mystery boxes, and I don't think I need a dozen of them. So that was Sweet and Sour Ay Caramba. Next up, we've got another green. Oh, wow. This is a Colores de Carol, but this is an older bottle, I think, or newer. I actually can't tell. This is the bottle shape I'm more familiar with her having, so I'm not sure. If you know if this is newer or older, let me know. But this one is called Green. Okay. Not sure what collection this might have come out in, but you've got Hollow and Iridescent Flakies and Glitter, or maybe just Glitter, all in a deep grass green. Again, with my greens, I'm a little bit particular. I like them in the mint families, and there are particular tones that really draw me in, but I think I will go ahead and pass this one along to someone that maybe needs it to complete a collection or something like that. So that is Colores de Carol green, and we do have a theme with all of the polishes that we're destashing so far. The majority of them are green. Okay, next up, let's do this one here. Not too sure on what this one might be. We have another green. This one's from Bohemian Polish, and this is Hello Gorgeous. And this one is a almost teal leaning jelly base loaded with some green to gold shifting shimmer. This one actually is pretty much a polish that I would wear. It's got that deep blue tone to it that I really like, sort of a mix between an evergreen at the edges and then a brighter green on the face. And I do really like the type of shimmer, but I don't think it's coming across on camera very well. There we go. That's more that bright green that I'm talking about. And then there's that teal. So this one I think we'll add to the collection. We'll give it a try, swatch it, and see if I like it. But that was Bohemian Polish. Hello Gorgeous. All right. Let's do this one here. We've got another square bottle from Nail Hoot. Ooh, this one's purple. Ooh. So this is Nail Hoot's It's Not That Serious. This is another one that I think I had contemplated getting from her website, and I don't know if I ever did. So I'll have to double check and see if I do have it, but it is beautiful. It is loaded with those hollow glitters that I feel she's pretty famous for, at least in a lot of the polishes that I have from her. Plus you've got that purple to green to gold shift in here. Absolutely gorgeous. Definitely adding that to my collection if I don't already have it. That is a beautiful purple. So that was Nail Hoot's It's Not That Serious. Let's do this one next. This one looks like a red from Sweet and Sour, and this is called Eclectic Pink. Oh, pink. Okay, Eclectic Pink, and it is from the Hollow Squad. Ooh, 2016. Wow. So I definitely don't have this one. I don't think I really discovered Sweet and Sour until I discovered Polish Pickup, and that was back in 2018. So I definitely don't have any of these unless I got them through a mystery box or a D-stash. This particular tone I would definitely categorize for myself anyways as a red, a pink leaning red, to compare it to the Enchanted's Hoo La La. Kind of got that similar pink leaning red thing going on. I think actually by comparison I would almost say the Sweet and Sour is a little bit more red, but it is that pinky tone that I think I could see myself at least trying. Again, I'll have to do some comparisons and see if of any of the reds that I have kept, if any of them are similar enough to this, but it's really, really pretty. I do love the hollow in it. Look how pretty. So we'll add that to the collection, give it a try, swatch it at least, and see how it goes. So that was Sweet and Sour Lacquers Eclectic Pink, or sorry, Electric. I think I said eclectic. Electric Pink. All right, next up we've got another Glisten and Glow. This one looks like a soft gray called OG Snowman from the YWP collaboration. Not too sure about what that is, but this is a soft Dove Gray. I think it is a cream. I do have a number of soft gray creams or gray colors in general. Yeah, it's like a concrete Dove Gray, if that makes any sense. Maybe what we'll do is we'll keep it for now and I'll compare it to some of my other grays just to make sure, because with grays especially, there's certain tonalities that can make really big differences in how the polish looks on you. So maybe I'll keep it and do some comparisons of my light grays at some point and just see where this falls, if I like it or if I like others better. But this one is Glisten and Glow OG Snowman. Next up we've got another green. Ooh, and this one I think I can see a little Glam label. Ooh, so this one is called Polar Lights, and this is jam-packed full of hollow. Wow. This one I would categorize more as like in aqua, more on the green side of aqua though than the blue side. And of course it's just full of those glitters, and definitely a polish that I like. I mean, I love this packed glitter. And of course I love my Glam polishes, so we'll add that one to the collection. That was Glam Polish Polar Lights. All right, next up we've got another super chic lacquer in a purple, looks like. Oh wow, a very dark purple. Holy moly. This one is called 40 Winks. Wow. look at that purple. Wow, this is deep but vibrant at the same time, and it is simply jam-packed with that gorgeous hollow. Wow. I'm fairly certain I don't have this, so we'll add that to the collection. That purple is just mind-blowing. That's gorgeous. So that was Super Chic Lacquer's 40 Winks. Next up, we've got another square bottle. I think this one is another nail hoot. And we have a green. This one is called Comet Me Bro. This one I think might have come out in that same collection as It's Not So Serious. This one is sort of a blue leaning evergreen shade full of a combination of shimmer and hollow glitters. You definitely see a strong golden glow, but you do see some shifts over here to like a blue and gold as well. Of course, you have that amazing holographic glitter in here as well, twinkling away. I'm fairly certain I don't have this one either. It's one of those shades, again, in that type of family that sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. I think I'll go ahead and keep it for now, swatch it and see how I like it, but that one's really, really, really pretty. Look at all that. I don't know if half of that is going to come across. There's the gold shimmer particles, but then past that, there's like a secondary pink or something that's popping up as well. So that was Comet Me Bro. Next up, we've got another Glam. Ooh, this one is another hollow. This is called Zoom, and this is a gorgeous shade, almost like a sailor blue, but there's something else in it that makes it lean maybe a pinch aqua. Maybe it's the hollow, because this is very full of holographic. That's gorgeous. I think there might be a secondary shimmer in there as well as that hollow. Wow, that's beautiful, and definitely one that I don't have, so we'll add that to the collection. That was a Glam's Zoom. Next up, we've got another yellow. I think this one might be a fancy gloss. This one is called Neon Yellow, another one from the Neon collection, and this is indeed a neon yellow. Again, for my straight up neons, I do have a number of them at this point to try, so I think we'll go ahead and destash this one. That was Fancy Gloss's Neon Yellow. Next up, we've got this one. I don't see a label. It's a Femme Fatale. Ooh, this one has no label on it, no names, but this is beautiful. I want to say I recognize this. I might be able to track down what the name of this is, but it's a rosy pink full of a green shimmer. That is really pretty. Yeah, well, without the name, it's kind of hard to say if I have it or not, but it does look familiar to me. So it's possible that I might have it. We'll have to double check, but that was our first Femme Fatale, no name. Next up we have, I think we've got another Linderella. Wow, was not expecting that. Very cool. And it's an older one too. Well, at least a couple years old, back from 2018. This one is Vino Vert, maybe, from Linderella. This is an interesting shade. It's a little bit like a silvered out green. It is full of holographic and shimmer. This particular tone of green I could definitely see myself enjoying. It is not as bright, obviously, as the neon greens that I have been destashing, and plus it's full of hollow and shimmer and a bunch of other goodies. This one does almost lean ever so slightly towards the sage family. So yeah, I think I like that. We'll give it a try. That was Vino Vert by Linderella. Next one, we've got a fancy gloss. Oh, I think this is an older fancy gloss called Aluminum from the Metals Magnetic collection. Ooh, let's see what that one looks like. Oh, okay, so it's pulling the silver pigment into the magnetic line and then leaving the gray base. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. I only have a few of the older fancy gloss bottles that I think I got through a destash a while back. I'm trying to decide if I would wear this or not. It's definitely pretty unique to my collection as far as magnetics go. I usually get magnetics that are like a multi-chrome. Yeah, I don't know. We'll try it and see how I like it. That was Fancy Gloss's Aluminum. Next up, we've got this orange that I think might be sweet and sour. Yeah, sweet and sour. And this one is called My Main Squeeze. This is from the Angels, I think that's Angel Scale 2K giveaway. That's beautiful. This shade of orange is gorgeous. Plus it's loaded with flakies and iridescent shimmer. That's beautiful. Another one that I'm fairly certain I don't have, so we'll add that one to the collection. This one would have been perfect for summer. So that was Sweet and Sour Lacquers, my main squeeze. Next up, we've got, I think we've got a cupcake polish. Yeah, this one is called Icing. Wow. Okay, so I think this one might be part of her toppers collection. She had some that she was calling nail polish icing that would basically tint the polish that you were using. This one seems to be the straight up hollow. There was also like a yellow, blue, and pink, maybe. This is beautiful, and I'm fairly certain I don't have it, but I do have quite a few from Cupcake. So I'll put this in the double check pile and see if I have it. And then, of course, if I don't have it, we'll have to see how it compares to some of my other hollow toppers, but this looks very strong. And I want to say there might even be a secondary shimmer component. See that gold flash? So we'll see how that compares and see if I have it. That was Cupcake Polish's Icing. Next up, we've got another Glam. I am very pleased for the price that I paid of the brands that I'm getting on this one. I was not expecting that. So this is a Glam polish called Without Us, You're Nothing. Another beautiful shade of orange, and look at all of that. Wow. Loaded with different types of shimmer particles. I also see micro glitter in here. And I think hollow glitter. Wow, this is a beautiful shade. One that could be worn in the fall, one that could be worn in the summer. It's bright enough that I feel you could get away with wearing it in the summer if you are a seasonal wearer like I am, but it's also rich. So I think fall could work as well. I'm excited to see how this one swatches. That is definitely going in the collection. That was Glam Polish's Without Us, You're Nothing. Next up, ooh, we've got a Baroness X. Ooh, this one is called Shift Storm. Look at this color. This is like a cornflower periwinkle. You have a scattering of holographic glitter as well as some shimmer. Wow, that is beautiful. Very pretty. You've got some pink along the top as well. That I'm pretty sure I don't own yet as well. And this color is definitely one that I really, really enjoy. I love my periwinkles, and the shimmer in here is gorgeous. You've got blue to purple to pink. I don't know if that's going to come across very strongly on camera, but that is really, really gorgeous. I think you guys are mainly seeing the blue, but towards here you can see that pink shift. Very gorgeous. It's much stronger in person. So that was Baroness X Shift Storm. Yes, I know, I see you. Next up, we've got this one, and this looks like a Daily Hues. Ooh, it looks like another hollow. This one is called Blake H. Wow, look at the hollow on this. This I would describe as sort of a dusty sage green, jam-packed full of that hollow. Wow. That's beautiful, and I don't think I have this. I want to say there's also a shimmer particle on this one as well. I think you can see that pink on that side of the bottle. Yeah, I see that shift. That's that shimmer in there. Very pretty. This is definitely a type of green that I like, and I don't own it, so we'll add that to my collection. So that was Daily Hues, Blake H. Next up, we've got another nail hoot. This looks like a nice autumnal color as well. This one is called Oops. And this is a very interesting color, almost like a deep golden yellow. You have a load of hollow. This is intriguing because it's in the yellow family and it's in the gold family. The more I look at it, the more I would categorize this as like the beginnings of orange. Wow, yeah, very pretty. I think I'll try it. So that was Nail Hoots. Oops. All right. Last one in our top layer, and I think we might try to squeeze all this into one, or maybe not. We're almost at an hour, maybe not. Maybe we're gonna do 2 parts on this. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up with a super chic lacquer, and this one is called REM. This one looks like a black holographic, jam-packed full of hollow. Wow. Look at that. I definitely love their packaging. This is really cool. Not so sure about their brush though, if that's how the brush is. That's kind of short. But really pretty color. Like I said, with my black hollows, I do have a few to choose from at this point, so I think we'll go ahead and pass this one along to someone else. That was Super Chic Lacquers REM. All right, so I think we're going to wrap that up for part number 1. We'll come back and open up the rest in part number 2. So we've got 41 that we opened for part number 1. That's really good considering I had no idea what to expect for this one. I've been very, very pleasantly surprised, especially with the Enchanteds and the Linderellas. Really was not expecting that for the price that I paid, so very happy with that. Thank you to the seller. And as always, if you are new here to my channel, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below. That way you don't miss out on any of my new videos. Hopefully you enjoyed hanging out with me and looking at a bunch of really pretty polish, and I will see you in part 2.